Got a tragic here. Back in Anno 2205. Let's get straight into this. Now, we did quite a lot last game, but I found a huge error, which hopefully I can fix without too much of a problem. Basically, we never started the project in Antarctica, like the major wonder project. And now we need to actually have under 500 protectors, and we've got 840. So we're in a nasty position where we may have to really screw everything up because we need to delete these guys. And if we're really unlucky, which, you know, we may be lucky, but, you know, I doubt it, you might be able to delete the houses without actually deleting so many.
Attention. Under provision of specific
that we lose access to. See, we've got 300 workers, so I think we might be able to delete all these houses and still have enough workers to power all the machinery. So we're at 550 now. Just to show you how much I was overpopulated. Okay, now we're under, so we're at 490, so we're under, and we are still, everything else is still running perfectly, so that was great. Right, what I might do is, while that is doing that, let's have a look at our tundra. Why are we sending super allies to the tundra? We're sending 7 super allies. We should be sending that to the Cape. Was there a reason? Is it because of the bridge, is it? Pending construction on the global spaceport. Right, so this is our food farm that we set up last mission. This needs 50 graphene, which we now have. I don't think I'm going to spend that just yet. We are going to start this. I'm not going to make the same mistake.
I figured out a plan. Maybe not all on the up and up this thing, but it's worth it. You want in?
I do want in. I'm not going to make the same mistake. I'm going to start the quest early. But what I am going to do is cancel this transfer and start transferring the super alloys to the Cape where they are actually needed.
Transfer route beginning operation.
Hi, Trenchcoats. Picked up a whole bunch of interesting stuff. I can put your coordinates back onto my route.
Okay, whatever that means.
Take a look at this. In your place, I wouldn't pass up the opportunity. Sooner or later, we all gotta bite the grass, right? Take care of it, but don't gab about it.
I have no idea what he's talking about. Looks like a smashed up Waterworld style looking oil tanker. Okay, so find the Trenchcoat's old, what's it say? Find the old chest along the coast. Oh, there it is.
Peachy. That's peachy. Let's see how you do on the next job.
Attach a sensor drone to something. Where is he? Here it is. And while we're doing this, we're just earning some cashola. What's our maximum cash? 1700.
Ropes are fixed.
We should probably think about entering the
Underway.
stock market pretty soon.
Coordinates
Object
confirmed.
location found.
Thank you.
Loading concluded. Roger.
Object location found.
Thank you.
Cargo gathered. Roger.
Well, it looks like it's sort of around
Object
this
successfully
area
detected.
here, hey?
Loading concluded. Copy that.
Object successfully detected.
Container loaded.
Okay, bring that back to the warehouse.
Roger.
Oh, the warehouse. It's this thing here, isn't it?
Coordinates confirmed.
Next, astronaut team. Incoming.
Bring the objects collected to the warehouse.
Full speed ahead.
Why am I not getting...
Copy that.
What's going on here?
On our way.
Looking for a good deal?
This is
I
the
got
warehouse.
Underway.
Draggable object. Did I not
Full
pick
speed
up that
ahead.
object? Something's going on with this quest. I've definitely gone 4 for 4.
Underway.
Bring the objects collected back to the warehouse. Use vehicle to detach. Oh, right. Maybe I just got to leave it there.
Underway. Copy that. Affirmative.
Draggable object.
Full speed ahead.
I'm at the warehouse. Oh, maybe I've got to go to my warehouse. Nope. Yes, I do. So close. I was about to get very pissed off. Meow.
Perfect. Except for the fact that the situation has now changed.
Affirmative.
Okay, so that's all running. We've got a little farm going. We've got 50 graphene. And we've got our accumulators, so everything's actually running nicely. Let's see if we can have a look at our space station now that we've got some spare graphene. I've definitely taken over this bridge, haven't I? Let me just check that. And then we're going to do some mass expansion. Yeah, so I've moved the forests. And I've built the bridge. So pretty much ready to go. So let's get into this. You blam.
Warning. Unfulfilled demand for specific
Low
consumer
on neural
products.
implants. Shouldn't be low on neural implants, right? Oh, the beauty. The beauty.
Power block.
Oh, can't fit one in there. Okay. Meow. Let's keep going. Okay, so you can see what we're doing here. We're just going to fill up this island full of stuff. We just got to keep an eye on our water. But we've got tons of water areas. So let's just place some water here. We might just put down all 3 of these because we are going to need it. We're still -2 water after putting all 3 of them down. That's a bit frustrating. But we have plenty of water. What we need is a low salinity location that we can kind of... I'll deal with this a bit later, getting this all neat. But for now, let's just put down some more water.
Goods transport facing delays.
Yep, I gotcha.
Transporter shortage.
Ya blam. How's that? Okay. Now we can do some more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Booyah. Two. So this is just the basic setting up our mega city. I sort of fiddled with the idea of moving our mega city across, but I like the idea of basically having it on our start location, because I think you can actually build where we've got our farms growing. We could probably build a bigger city there, because that is such a huge area. But this one's going to look cooler because it's not going to be just a big square. It's going to be all weird shapes and have lots of cool stuff going on with any luck. So I'm just going to fill this up a little. And then once we fill it up, we just adjust our farming resources. And then we're ready to start doing some mass upgrading. Can it go? Yep. Four. You blam. Ooh. That is not the alarm for the end of the video. That's a different alarm, which means that I probably shouldn't have even started this video because I have to be elsewhere. What's going on? Oh, I'm running out of biopolymers. I'm going so fast.
Competitive edge sharpened.
Okay. We'll just fill up this top area here. And then we'll be ready for the next stage.
Next astronaut team incoming.
Why isn't that? There we are. And more. You blam. You blam. Okay, so that's pretty much it. So now we are still plus water. That's kind of shocking. I guess more people are going to be coming in, but we are minus food. So let's build some more farms over here.
Peachy. That's peachy. Let's see how you do on the next job.
And we'll also do the next quest as well. Okay, that's plenty more food. So let's just pipe that into our area here. We need another meow. Woot. Bam.
Renewing parameters.
And what do you need now? Tow some submerged ships. That's easy enough. These things. And where are we towing them to? The submerged structure.
Object attached.
It's over here, isn't it? Oh no, it was actually down here, right? Yeah. See, these are the basically. This is the same thing as this is the wonder mission for each map.
Ropes are fixed.
And when I started the game, I didn't know that you could do them all. I thought you had to pick one wonder for the whole game, but apparently you do one in every map. I just want to get out of the way because...
Except for the fact that the situation has now changed.
10 cobalt. That should be easy enough.
Underway.
Where's our cobalt mine? Let's just build another one. Is that going up because it's not being used? Nope, we'll just do that. Okay, that's easy enough. And everything's satisfied in there for a while. We do actually want to upgrade here because we want to build fruit farms and then we want to build our, beef culture lands. But what I would really like to do now is... Actually, we've got 50 graphene. Let's take a look at the space station and start getting some of our space station tech running. Now, this is actually a very confusing puzzle, I find. See, basically, each hub...
Working conditions met. Research now possible. Next step initiated.
Thanks, Adam. Each hub has a heat, which we need to control. Plus, they don't upgrade, but they increase the amount of expertise that they generate. So if we send up deep water corals, which we definitely can, we can get plus to our bonus. And we've got artificial labs, solar cells, greenhouses. Research goods missing. So if I just go quickly zip back to... I think it's Antarctica that has the coral reefs.
You have done very well indeed, my friend. There is no such thing as coincidence. My friend, I have a job I could use your help with.
Take it. I have complete confidence in you.
Okay, so this is the coral reef. And while I'm here, I may as well do this quest. Just tow some stuff to the rigs. It's basically the same quest we just did on the other map.
Consumer analyses.
Docking successful.
I just don't want to get to that stage where I had to delete stuff. I want to make sure I do the quests a little bit more regularly. Yeah. I think not this video, but the next video I'm going to enter the stock market as well. We're capped at 18 million and we're earning 30k now.
Follow
So
that course and you have a bright future ahead of you.
okay. Thanks, mate.
I like to get out of the office when I can. It's good to see you. Interested in a little job?
Okay, so this currently needs 10 coral
Transfer route registered.
and we're producing 2. So, wow, we need 2 whole plants for that. There's another whole thing on the other side of the island. Here's one.
Take it. I have complete confidence in you.
Thank you, mate. We're still -7. We need a truck stop. Okay, we're now -2. One more coral. Beautiful. And that is now transferring nicely up into the space station. Booyah.
This is a nice surprise.
So it's now got a 100% bonus.
What can I do for you?
Please give my. This provides you with an overview on all orbital research. Please choose which research projects to commission. Further actions required.
Yeah, I get you.
Sequential process started. Shuttle arriving according to schedule.
Go away, Adam. You are
Good
so
to see
annoying.
you. Then again, I see you most of the time.
Yes, thanks, Adam. Okay, look, so we've got one greenhouse which we can build on this tree, right? And it automatically researches the support structures, which adds extra places for us to build. So what we're looking for is things that allow us to build extra workshops and build extra locations, and also increase our shields, make the whole area that we're protected better. Now currently, because we're only importing biologists and I think physicists, we can only do these two. We might be able to do 3. Hang on, let me have a look. Yeah, so we can do biotech and we can do electronics.
Good to see you. Then again, I see you most of the time.
Running a space program involves millions of technical processes, all
Okay.
having to unfold in perfect synchronicity.
I
Good thing
gotcha.
you have us.
Yes, annoying voices in my head. Right, so if I do a physics lab, it's going to speed up the generation of this one because they're both connected to it. So let's do a physics lab. Biotech. Oh, I can't do a physics lab.
All systems running smoothly.
Oh, it's a biotech lab. That's a helix, not a physics lab. Right, so a biotech lab.
Further research now accessible.
Okay, so he needs synapse circuits which we can't produce yet, supercoolants which we can't produce yet, so that's pretty bad. What else can I produce? What about the other lab?
R&D offers new
Microchips and qubit processors, we can't produce them either. So let's just keep with our original plan.
Technological advancement. Good to see you. Then
And
again,
now we can
I
activate
see
this
you most
tree.
of the time.
And you can see we're getting space to build a 3rd workshop, and also we're going to speed up the creation of the support structures here, which is going to be very handy. Not quite sure how to expand our entire space. But these things here is our first actual abilities, and they require 2 agricultural chambers, and these ones require 2 biological chambers. Now the center row is kind of like perks, and the other row are sort of perks for different aspects of the game. Like this perk here, for example, gives us better support fleets for combat invasions, which we don't even use because we're not playing invasions. This was better % trading on our agriculture, which might come in handy with our agricultural planet. But this one here particularly is going to be good. Food design workshops use rice instead of beef. That could be a huge change to the requirements, because we don't have to breed cattle, which is a huge strain. But anyway, let's let that run around. Now, we want to try and boost his efficiency. For starters, this guy is freezing. He's 5 degrees, right? So we want to heat him up. So let's put on a... What's he need?
Oh, sorry, engrossed in thought.
Well, he definitely needs a solar cell. So when you touch things, see how it lights up white? That shows you what is being affected. So for example, if I copied that and I put a solar cell there, you can see that it's actually hitting here even though it's sort of further away. I could probably get away with it being here, but putting it there is going to be good. And now the temperature's still too low and we've only got a little bit of the solar cells we need. So let's put another one here.
Oh, sorry, engrossed in thought.
That solar cells is done.
So
And
how may I be of
this
service?
guy also needs a solar cell. I think the biolab might
See me?
need less power though, right? Because it's just a freaking plants, isn't it? Ah, limit reached. Let's get rid of this. And another solar cell.
Yeah.
Right, solar cells filled. He's running at 200%. He's running at 200%, but he's still a bit freezing.
Can I be of assistance?
So, greenhouse. They both need
I hope you
greenhouses.
don't find it boring in here.
So let's put down a greenhouse. I think it might be more important for the...
Came to see me?
I need 3 greenhouses. Wow. Still, it is a biological institute. You'd expect it to need greenhouses.
Oh, welcome.
Okay, we're running at 500%. Nice. We still haven't got any solar cells. So if I...
So how may I be of service?
So this solar cell, right, is now being stopped by that greenhouse. And you can start to see how the weird puzzle aspect of this mode...
Indeed, offers new options.
Yeah, is there...
This really cool mode.
Oh,
Okay,
welcome.
so that's perfect. 600%. We haven't got the artificial G-Lab. We might have a look at that in a sec. This guy's still running at 2 freezing. See how the temperature's too low? You want to get the temperatures optimal. So basically everything heats up everything around him. So what else does he need? He needs
I'm in the middle of a test, but spectators will...
artificial lab. Here we are. So let's stick out one of these.
Yes?
Let's do another one. First flight.
Requirements for new achievement fulfilled.
Okay, so now he is optimal and he's running at 500%. And we still have not got any greenhouses for him. And we've still got no artificial labs, so there's still plenty to do.
Your vitals are within acceptable limits. However, I advise against staying in 0G too long.
Okay, so this is still producing about 5 minutes before we get access to new stuff. So now the question is, can we stick anything else here without ruining it? So if I stick, look, we actually don't have any more space. Yep, we got no more space. So that's looking pretty good for now. Right, so let's get back to our mega city. And we are now at 1800. So what I'm going to do is next episode I am going to initiate. Right, so for some reason I'm completely incapable of setting the timer on my watch, so I always forget to do it, and I always run, think, oh, how long have I been going? So this has been like about 50 minutes, almost an hour again. So once again, we're doing a hard cut. I'm just cutting it here, and the next video is going to take off exactly where I left off, but there won't be any introduction or anything because it's just, as far as I'm concerned, there was no edit. Whoops, again. See you next time.